sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This one started, and we are underway from Indianapolis. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Jones. And his first pass is incomplete. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds his man, complete. That's Ballard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Let's go. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly. Exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First carry for Najee Harris. Good footwork at the 30. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. It's caught. Smith.
Blitz. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Goes right back to Smith again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still 3,000 yards, a good season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The 30. 10.
Keep going, keep
and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the pick 6, and they position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
Guys, listen, let's just take care. Then
first drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Indy.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They hand this off to Harris. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. They'll try to run with Harris. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Najee Harris, his 25th touchdown, tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the ground, This is Derrick Henry. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Jones. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. These two teams all tied after 1. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Ballard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now left side on the swing pass. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Houston. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, Colts 7. Gonzalez set
now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. A solid stiff arm. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This will go to Henry out wide. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones going for it all. And got his his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Big 13. Big shot.
Burrow on third down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Colts. Bryan Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Texans 35, Colts 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Ballard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Hill to return it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, They're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Down and goal to go.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Flushed out right.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Off the option, here's Henry. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry again on 2nd down. Shoves him away. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Throwing, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Second and 10. A give to Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. This one caught by Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give Henry another shot. Running right through him. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
1st down. Here's Burrow. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's on the guard, David Edwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Touchdown! It's complete. Najee Harris, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. First carry for James Conner. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Texans, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars.